Hi class, this is Lisa. I'm just coming to you with my final presentation. I just want to say I wish everybody good luck in their future classes. I hope to see some of you all, at least some of your names, in our next few set of classes as we move on. So I'll start off by saying that I wish you everybody well, and here we go. First, I want to start off by talking about servant leadership. This is something that has really stuck with me since I've discovered it when I first started working at University of Texas. To me, this quote kind of encompasses the idea of servant leadership, that we rise by lifting others. That's the true concept of it. I have a picture here of a piggy bank because I want to touch on just what it means to me to pursue a higher education. Of course, being financially stable is of big importance to me. And of course, it's not all about money, but that certainly does help. I'm going to touch on my family. This is my husband and myself on our way to a bike ride. Of course, my family is what kind of keeps me running day in and day out. Working full-time and going to school full-time is really difficult, so I am glad to have such an incredible support system by my side. This is my son. He's 14 years old. This is the first day of school. He's a freshman this year. It's been a little bit difficult getting him acclimated, but I have to keep the eye on the prize, which is that everything that my husband and I do, as far as how we want to improve our own lives, we hope will make a difference in his. This is also a part of our family. Just to touch on, these are our 4 animals. We have a bit of a wild kingdom. And here I still am actually a veterinary technician by evening weekends. The ringleader is Willow. She's at the top. Then we have Ripley, Yoda in the middle, and Chewy on the end. Another important aspect of kind of the way that we've constructed our life is by exercising. That's something fairly new that we have been getting into. Orange Theory Fitness, I definitely recommend it for anybody that's trying to get motivated. We go to 5 a.m. classes 5 days out of the week. It is incredibly difficult, but we both really enjoy it. So I do want to touch on something that's is a kind of a mantra for me is standing in my truth. That's what I try to pass on to our son, along with anybody that I am around. I do feel that truth is power. It comes from standing in your own and walking your own path. It's been incredibly difficult as I go on this journey to get my master's degree, but I do feel like it's going to be worth it in the long run. Though most days I feel like that I am, riding a bike that's on fire and I'm on fire and everything's on fire because, as you all probably know, it's very difficult. Currently I do work for the University of Texas. I actually am incredibly thankful for getting my foot in the door there, especially transitioning from a career in veterinary medicine. That was a big transition, but after finishing my undergrad, I wanted to go into higher education. And I was lucky to get my foot in the door through housing and food and start my career with them about 4 years ago. I do currently work for the University of Texas, Macomb School of Business. I work in the dean's office, which sounds a little bit more fancy than it actually is. But I do work with some really amazing faculty members, including the Associate Dean for Research and the Associate Dean for Instructional Innovation. And I do house in the office where the dean of the school resides. I have been considering getting my PhD, but I don't know what I would want to do with it. I put this in here because my husband and I were just talking last night that I just never thought of myself as someone that would have a PhD. I think I just always underestimated myself, and that's something that I'm really trying to remedy. I did receive my undergrad from Texas State, and also, of course, getting my master's through Texas State as well. I enjoy the flexibility and the curriculum that Texas State provides, and I have really wanted to stay with the school and hope to continue my educational career with you guys. My life's dream. This is something that I think about a lot. This is this is an RV. My husband and I, do talk about when we, can maybe sell everything and just travel the United States in an RV and sit under the stars. I think that would be pretty amazing. This is Big Bend. We went there about a year ago on a birthday trip for myself, and it's just some place that I was immediately drawn to, that I would love to just hop in a van and honestly just stay in Big Bend National Park and not really leave for any reason whatsoever. Something that I try to carry with me and that I try to apply in my daily life is a book that I read called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I've actually really enjoyed this book. It's something I probably need to break out, but I really try to keep these four kind of mantras, so to speak, with me. Not making assumptions, always do your best, and especially not take anything personally. That's something that I carry with me a lot. One person that I wanted to just touch on, obviously not to be able to discuss too much in a short amount of time, but Michelle Obama is someone that I feel that is an incredible leader. She carries herself with class. She's incredibly educated, of course, going to Princeton and Harvard. And I feel that she is someone that especially women of color or just women in general can look up to and feel inspired by. I was really moved by her initiatives towards kids when she was First Lady. Of course, making exercise a priority, because that's something that we try to do in our household, and that's something that's been a big change over the last year or two. Just getting healthier overall, just staying busy, and I definitely look up to her for that. I appreciate everybody listening. Thank you very much, and I wish you all well.